Hey guys, back at it again, and we're doing a few mods to this thing. We got a cam kit for this thing. We're gonna tear into it so we can put that cam in. It's a Chopper Cobra cam from Texas Speed. That's one of the good cams at least I found, and whatever. But we're gonna start tearing into this thing, pulling the whole front end off. This radiator, all of this stuff. You could do a way simpler way, but I'm doing a little bit more difficult, but yet cleaner, I guess. I don't know, or something like that. But let's start ripping this thing apart. Alrighty, there's a vacuum here, but we got front end off, all this stuff off. We got the intake off that's over there, and looks yummy. Beautiful. Cams out here, intake. Just got it all somewhat sorted out. It's all disgusting, but getting close to there. But yeah, alrighty, we got some more stuff done. We took off the wheels, so we can get to the exhaust bolts, the header bolts. And a good thing, the long tubes, so I switched them out. They're all fresh, not breaking any bolts today, hopefully. Everything is going well. We took off the harmonic balancer, whatever you want to call that thing. Everything is okay-ish. Just cleaning up a little bit here and there. We cleaned up this intake part over here good, but now I'm gonna get all that coils, that stuff out, clean up a little bit around here, so it's not everything like this, lights and whatever. Got my tool thing right here. This is, I just did it so it cleans up around here. As you can see, it's all less 5, 3, 4, 8, what do you want to call it thing. Yeah, just gonna take the heads off now. We're gonna do first the exhaust, take off the headers, the exhaust, and then whatever we do. Also, I have 706 heads, if any of you are wondering, just because I don't know, they're supposedly one of the best heads. And here's the cam kit. Got my push rods, the lifter trays, lifters are in there. Here's the cam itself. The head gasket. Yeah. Just gotta scooch this. Don't want to drop it. Cam's in there. I'll show you more of it later when we're gonna install it. But besides that, it's all going halfway well. But yeah, let's get these cylinder heads off now. Alrighty, we got a little bit farther. We took the heads off, both the heads off and everything. Kind of pain in the butt, but we got it going. Now we're just cleaning up the heads, the block, and taping it off so that no junk gets inside or whatever while we're doing the cam and all. The guy that's tuning my truck and everything said, you don't need to sand down the heads or blocks, so just take a razor blade and just take the old gasket off and clean it up with, clean up so it's good enough. No need to sand down or everything, unless your heads are warped or something, or block is, or you had a head gasket problem. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just going through that, taping it off. Here's the heads, lifters, and all that stuff. The push rods. This side, which is driver's side, kind of looked like it looked alright, but it wasn't alright. Like, see, this is all grooved and it's not good. But the wheel on the cam and everything are all good. There's like a few little tiny ones, but it's nothing big. And head's all good. You can see that this head looks like no one touched it, and this head looks like someone definitely touched it. I'm not sure, but yeah. This side looks roughly the same. Looks good. Push rods are cleaner on the passenger side than driver's side, that's for sure. But yeah, that's that. And then here's the other package that came. So I'm doing our ARP, bolts for the cam cap, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just running stock head bolts, and yeah. And then I got, actually, let me just open the door. What am I doing? But I also got timing chain set. Not sure if I showed or not. But yeah. that, I'm mostly replacing it because it has 180,000 miles, so why not? And plus, I heard that these wore out a lot and whatever. I will show how to remove this gear off a crank, if I can myself. But yeah. Otherwise, of course, a mess. Not really. I mean, it's kind of organized, but besides that, yeah, that's something else. Truck's apart. It's great. But now let's get to cleaning this side of the head with a razor blade and cleaning it off with brake cleaner, all that stuff. And taping it off just like that side. So then, right after that, we can get right to that cam, pull that cam out, clean everything out, put assembly lube on the new cam, put that all in, and get going. At least what I can see. Maybe, if all goes well, maybe I'll clean everything up, clean those heads up and all, and everything, and let's put the heads back on. But I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow, because it's kind of, late outside. But, yeah, besides that, that's that. Got this thing off, whatever. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow at this point. But, yeah. Alrighty, I just pulled off this cover. So, if let's say you're in my situation as well, and you're trying to figure out why the cover is not coming off, there's 2 bolts right here on the oil pan too, on the bottom of it, that hold it in place also. But if you did that before me, then, well, you're smarter than me, I guess. Whatever. But my timing chain is, I think this is normal for, but I am not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure. But now we got to get to top and center, which this thing right here got to be aligned with that thing. So what I'm going to do, at least what I've seen and watched the videos, movies, whatever you want to call it, screw this puppy back in. Screw this thing back in. Get your socket. And then get your wrench. I'll be right back. Alrighty. You got your wrench, whatever it is. You're going to see this mark on the timing chain. You don't have to, like, I'm taking the oil pump off whenever I'm replacing the timing chain and the sprockets, because this motor got 189,000 miles on it. Why not? I'm just going to do it while I'm right here. But, this line right here got to be aligned with down there, this thing down here, which the only way seeing is if you take off the oil pump. But I'm just going to get it roughly to top dead center, so I can just take off the oil pump. Just a second, whatever. Hopefully it doesn't blow the tape off, because, it's taped off in compression stuff. But, whatever. But. Okay, so this, if I'm correct, of course this bolt wants to spin, but I kind of went past it a little bit. But you want that thing to be aligned, I'm gonna say, with this thing right here. And then, after you pull off your pump, you can see, how it is down there. Oh, look, I could see my thingamabobber down there. So, let me just show you more light. That mark right there, gotta be aligned. I'm just gonna say, line it with this thing. That's roughly where top center is, but look, you can see my cam in there. Yep. And then I gotta replace it. You gotta take this gasket off. Don't need that. Oh man, hit my truck. But yeah, now I'm gonna have fun with the best thing in the world, which is take off the oil pump, and then there's this bolt right in the back, right down there. There's a bolt right here, which I gotta just go and screw the oil pan a little bit so it drops down, and I can fit this 10mm thing. And once I get it loose and everything, and about to be to there, I'm gonna take a zip tie. I'll show you guys after, but take a zip tie so the bolt doesn't drop in the oil pan or whatever. And then this pump should come off theoretically. And then I'll show you how to take off the gear if you're gonna do the same thing as me. But yeah, great. I'm replacing the O-ring also in here. So once after this oil pump is off and everything, and I'm gonna switch out this gear before I pull the cam off. Probably not. Probably pull the cam out, whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let's do this real quick. Alrighty, now I kind of just loosen all the bolts around the oil pan. And after that, you know, got this snap-on wrench. Probably one of the best. Found it laying in the road or something like that. Fits in right where that bolt needs to be. Loosening it up. And once it gets loose enough, I'll show you the rest. Alrighty, this is how I did it, Zip tie under here. Once I saw it, it's about to come out, but like not really. I got a few more threads before it actually comes out. Slide the zip tie right around it. Zip it tight. Unscrew them more. Make sure the zip tie is still tight, and boom, right out. Not in the oil pan. That's great. Now we can get that oil pump off now. So we just unscrewed this on. It should slide right out. Alright, we got the oil pump off. It's sitting down there. But you gotta wiggle a little sometimes and take a screwdriver and push it's called the oil feed thing. I forgot what it's called, but push it down a little bit so you can get the oil pump out. And you can see where I was saying about the timing lines. If I spun it back a little bit, I'd be right on dot. But sadly I'm not. But yeah, I'm gonna spin it back right on the dot. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. We're gonna change that gear out and all that stuff, Alrighty, we unbolted all of that stuff. Timing gears right there. Unbolted. The cam is out. You just gotta twist it and pull it out. I did, I put 2 bolts right here. You just twist this thing, like twisting it, and lobes will come out. It's pretty simple. But yeah, that cam's out. New one. It's gonna go in. We're gonna put that all in and wrap it up for today. But yeah, stock cam. That's pretty much what it looks like. Nothing special. Alrighty, we got the whatever on the C. I don't know how to say it. This way. I don't know how it works. Whatever. This way. Chopper Cobra cam. The numbers. But yeah, let's throw this thing in. And we got some whatever we call it, assembly lube. We're gonna throw it on here, make sure it's all good to go, and throw it in. Alrighty, the cam is in. We just twisted it in, just like I said. Twist it in, and then it won't go farther than that inside, but twist it in. Got the deal. I bought a new one of these with ARP bolts. I'm gonna throw it on and everything. I'm gonna first clean up this surface right here, make sure that it gets a nice oil surface seal, and then throw that all on. I'm gonna swap the gearing and all that stuff so that this whole thing is done. I'm gonna bolt it all up and everything like that so that this is closed off and I'm done. I'm gonna need also torque spec the bolts, but that's that. Alrighty, we're back. It's the next day. We just did some other stuff. The oil pump is tight. The tube for the oil feed, whatever you want to call that thing, that goes in the oil pan is tight. I keep forgetting what that's called, but everything's torqued down here. But I'm definitely gonna go over just to make sure it's all good. Pretty much the cam's on and all that's installed. Oil pan is tight. We changed this main seal right here. That's all installed. Everything is good. Now we're gonna focus on doing the heads, cleaning them up and all. They got, they're very free, which is very good. That's what I like to see. They're not shot or anything that, after beating on it, it should be pretty clean. But yeah, it's all good. Now we're gonna get, started cleaning the heads, changing the valve springs, which is all the stuff's out. Just gotta go get the tool, change it all out. But besides that, it's all good. We're gonna clean up the heads and hopefully have this thing back together today, I'm hoping. But yeah. Alrighty, everything is pretty much back together. I didn't really, record too much of it. Sorry about that. But, heads are on. Everything's on. Everything is good. I fired it up. And, yeah, it was great. It had a little tick in it because, I needed to get the oil to the top. Built great oil pressure, past 40, let it warm up, and it was sitting at 40 PSI, which is great, what I need to see. And now let's put everything back together, whole front end, all of that stuff. get the radiator all on. But first, I'm gonna get these wheels on and everything so that it can sit down, and make sure the transmission's all good still, just because connected to the radiator still. So, and yeah, but that's definitely good news. It sounds amazing, tell you that right now. But yeah, let's get this thing back together. She's running. I'm letting the coolant bleed through. Everything is good. I'm on the quiet exhaust right now, so just making sure nothing's like leaking or anything. So yeah. Alrighty, she's pretty much all back together and done. Open the hood. Everything's pretty much done. We just gotta do the coolant. It didn't want to really bleed, but it was bleeding, so I'm just gonna have to move it outside tomorrow. Cause it's kind of late today. And yeah, everything is going great. Oh, that's right now it is, but yeah. So pretty much wrapped up for today. Get it tuned tomorrow, and yeah.